it's never fun when you're in that in-between stage of not feeling like you just want to sit down and do nothing all day. But I definitely did not feel super motivated to be putting in long work days either. So okay, what's up guys? So last week I went a whole week without any updates. I was kind of feeling crummy, so I really didn't film that much. Basically, it was one of those weeks where it took everything I could just to kind of not fall too far behind on things coming in. I always say it's never fun when you're in that in-between stage of not feeling like you just want to sit down and do nothing all day. But I definitely did not feel super motivated to be putting in long work days either. So thank you everybody for your patience last week. We are through that now. It was kind of a double whammy in the Mahoney household because Christy wasn't feeling well either. She had a migraine for a few days, so I was running around trying to pick up everybody. Didn't want to forget anyone, and then still try to get some work done too. So that was last week. Not a whole lot of fun, but definitely glad we've got that behind us, and we move on to this week. All right, you guys ready?
What's up, dude? I'm on the edge of my seat, Ryan.
Big week for you last week, Jake.
Oh, thanks, man.
Maybe there's a little bit of motivation by having to support more than 2 people now.
That's right.
4281, top revenue producer, Jake Kennedy.
That's a good week.
Hell yeah.
I think 17 in a month.
25% package rate. What's that? About 1 out of 4, right, Blake?
Pretty much SOP, man.
All right, top visits, Matt 51. That's solid there, man. Have you done more of them in the afternoon like you were thinking about doing?
I'm not trying to do it intentionally, but it's working that way.
Good job, Jake, on the PP&A last week too, 1.29. We're pacing just shy of 50, so that's decent. Marketing, wouldn't hurt to schedule some before New Year / holiday meetings. I think this is what we know it to be, right, Blake? If it at all slows down, Matt, this will be a good time for you to actually see this, because if it does slow down at all, I feel like during the holiday times, people are more likely to give you their time and conversate, and they're a little bit more relaxed. I feel like it's a good time to just get to know them on a personal level rather than so much the business side, because people wanted to chat with you for a lot longer because they weren't so busy and rushed, you know? Okay, what's up guys? So another Monday morning meeting in the books. We've been pretty consistent with those all year, which is nice. The other thing that we're starting to see come in a more consistent basis is Jake's revenue. Congrats, Jake, for having a fantastic week leading the office, but he's been doing it about 1.5 years now. So it's been both me and Blake's experience that the longer you do this, the more consistent you are in your activities and building your relationships out, the more consistent your revenue and production and policies and premium and all that stuff that goes on the books tends to be. So don't give up, keep going. Every month it should get a little bit easier. Every year gets a little bit more consistent. So it's a good gig out there to be in insurance, and just got to work hard for it. Super proud of everybody on our team, everybody out there who supports us, that works equally as hard. So we've surrounded ourselves with some pretty awesome folks out there, and we can't thank you enough. So, all right guys, don't forget, text me, join the community, 704-285-0992, and I'll see you soon. All right, what's up guys? Ryan Mahoney here with Goosehead Insurance. So I came across this today, figured it may help you out, but someone reached out. They wanted me to quote their home insurance, and when I was kind of discussing everything with them, with inspections and all that fun stuff that is Florida insurance, they let me know that they have an open claim out right now. So that kind of puts the brakes on things for a couple of reasons, but one, if there's an open claim out there, that means that it's still being repaired, and it's going to be very, very difficult to find another insurance company until that claim has been closed and the damage has been repaired. So every insurance company runs what's called a clue report, and that pulls up losses on the home, and it'll also pull up losses on you. So what happens is we will run that clue report, the open claim shows up, and that's usually a red flag to insurance companies. So the other thing to keep in mind though, I have come across this before where the claim had been fixed, all the damage had been repaired. It's just that the insurance company had not closed out that claim yet, and it still showed open. So if that's the case, you can go back to the insurance company, ask them to close it out, or we can get some sort of letter that says it's been closed and that the damages have been fixed. But in the midst of an ongoing claim with repairs, especially as it relates to a roof down here in Florida, makes it very, very difficult to switch insurance companies. And on top of all that, the home was over 50 years old anyways, so we would need a new 4-point inspection to be able to move it. That has to come back clean. So if the roof has not been repaired and it's still leaking, no one's gonna take it. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions regarding claims, please hit me up. Text me 704-285-0992, and I'll see you next time. Okay, what's up guys? Ryan Mahoney here with Goosehead Insurance. So we're running into a couple interesting scenarios this week. Typically, when someone's buying a new house, the claims on that new home that they're purchasing are not going to affect them. So for example, let's say you go to buy a new house, and a year or two ago there was a wind claim and the roof was replaced. Typically not a big deal. It's a new purchase for you. Previous owner claim will not impact you. However, if there are multiple claims on that house, there are instances that when we run the insurance for that person who is purchasing the new home, the insurance company will come back and want to see the pre-sale inspection and all that stuff to make sure that the home's been fixed and all that. So it can provide a little bit of an inconvenience for that new home buyer. The other thing to keep in mind as it relates to claims that we run into is that the claim will follow you. So for example, if I had a water loss or a wind loss on my previous home and I go to buy a new home, that claim will typically follow me. Frequency is a big issue with insurance companies. So some will look at claims within a 3-year period, some will look within a 5-year period, some are both, but you just have to be careful there because every insurance company has a different guideline as it relates to claims. But when you're buying a new house, the previous owner's claims should not impact you all that much. There is an exception to every rule, but shouldn't impact you all that much. What is going to impact you is we are working on one right now where there was a water claim and then a wind claim within a 60-day period. So that is pulling up on the homeowner. And when we're trying to write them a new policy, the new insurance companies are flagging that, and it gets really tough to place it because it's more of a frequency issue. Time typically heals everything, but just keep an eye out. Make sure you're not submitting claims that you could easily pay out of pocket. I see that happen a lot where the claim will pay out like $1,200, and the person always says if they would have known it was going to impact them that much, they would have just paid it out. So another bit of advice: if you run into a claim that's not a big one, something that you need to talk about, give us a shout. We'll kind of point you in the right direction. I actually have a few good contacts in the restoration business, where they'll come out and tell you if it's worthwhile and how much the damage is going to cost you. So hope this helps, guys. Claims can be kind of tricky. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. That's what you pay premiums for, is if you have a wind, hail, hurricane, or water damage, whatever that may be. Again, that's what we're here for, but there is some consequence behind that relates to frequency of claims. So anyways, we'll get to work. We'll find this person some insurance, and it won't be as cheap as we initially thought because those claims popped up, but we will definitely find them something.